What is going on, all you lovely ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mike O'Hora, and this is a lovely penguin. And this is another breakdown for you guys here. We are breaking down I Can't Stop Me by Twice. We just watched the music video and one of the behind the scenes. So if you didn't check that out, go ahead and check that out first, probably before watching the breakdown. I would imagine you want to see. But regardless, we're going to jump right in. This music video was really nice. There's a good amount of CGI work or special effects work done to the video, but there's a lot of practical stuff in here as well, which is really, really cool. So first shot that we're going to jump in on here is actually, it's going to be the train. So the cool thing about this train car is that they literally built this. And it's one of those things that I sometimes forget that with these bands and the whole entire K-pop industry is that there's a lot of money going into these videos and stuff, so they have the ability to pay for crazy things. So they actually built this train, and they built this whole set, and then they put it on a big green screen, which is pretty dang cool, honestly. I'm sure they either had to buy or rent those seats, but for the most part, it's a really, really solid build. It's very, very cool. I think this is such an awesome set. And it's incredibly well done. You get a little bit of a taste of what it looks like from the outside on some of these other shots, where you can kind of see the back wall. You can see how it's kind of curved up here with the different woods and such. And like that's some pretty high level carpentry right there, to be honest with you, when you can bend the wood and stuff in order to keep it from cracking, and then also making sure it stays in the right shape that it needs to be. This is by far one of the tougher builds, including wood, that we've seen so far on this channel. Definitely a pretty tough one. And the crazy part too is they definitely did this all within a week. I'd be willing to put money down guessing that they built these relatively fast, you know. And I'm also including all the other sets that we're going to see as well. The art team most likely was just banging these sets out real quick. So actually, we're going to jump over and look at the actual music video. So at first, when I saw this clip come up, I thought those pedals, they got to be CGI, because obviously, like, the background is they're not actually in space, which, no biggie, it's part of the video, it looks great. But I think these might actually be very real pedals, and a really great way that you can make them is you get a little bit of metal wiring that you can weave through. You got to get a stiff metal wire, not like the stuff that is a little bit looser, if you would, and then you string it through foam. It sounds silly, but you can kind of make the right shape and make it look the way that it's supposed to look. And it makes for a really cool shot, especially on the wide. It just looks so cool. And then also, like, yeah, it's just built up onto this platform. It looks gorgeous. It looks stunning. This is such a cool set. Such a cool build. I think that's what they did, and then they just shined a light into it. But regardless, these art people on this music video, like, really did not hold back at all. They really didn't. They made some really amazing pieces here. Also, another way that this could have been done too is potentially making the outlines out of like some sort of piping material or something like that, and then something stiff enough that it'll keep its frame, and then just using a fabric kind of draped over it and dressed on the front and the back in order to make it the right shape. And then you could just use some sort of glue or something, or some sort of adhesive in order to kind of help it stick together and keep the right shape. But regardless, this whole set is just so nice. There's another set here as well. We got this really big long table. I would imagine I would imagine they probably built this because they have the light going right up the middle, which means they probably made a lane for the art department, or not, sorry, not the art department, what was I saying? For the lighting department to have their light go right down the middle of the table. And they're actually just two tables next to each other going far down. Easy enough, just get a couple of boards and nail them all together, put some legs on those suckers, and bada boom, bada bing, you got a table. And then on top of it, You got all these this silverware. You got the plates, the bowls, the cups, the wine glasses. You got the vases and all that stuff. Those are all props. And then even the roses and the flowers, those are all props too. I wouldn't be surprised if they were fake. However, it seems in the last video that they were using real fruits and stuff when they didn't need to. So I am almost wondering if those are actually real flowers or not. If this was over here in the US, they most likely would be fake flowers that you just rent. But, you know, that's one of the cool things about having cultural differences is that sometimes you guys do things a little bit differently. And it's not a bad thing. It's actually really cool, you know? There's also, oh man, where was this other set? Yeah, so there's a lot of different shots of the girls just kind of like standing or sitting or just kind of being on their own in front of a green screen where they can put up different really, really cool imagery behind them, to be honest. The CGI work in this video is like almost too good. And I've been noticing that in a lot of the different K-pop videos I've watched so far is like the editing is so well done that it's pretty tough to tell what's real and what's not. But yeah, this is where I was really getting those Tron vibes when she's on the bike and she's got the helmet that comes and like wraps over her head. And I believe some of you guys in the comments were saying that there's definitely some cultural references in there, and I'm assuming they're talking about Tron. I'm not sure what the other references would be at this point, but I mean, look at that. It's Tron. It's Tron. It's a great movie. Yeah, shots like this one, it's green screen. It's green screen. Like I said, not a bad thing. It's actually really cool. It's actually kind of funny. You can kind of see where it's green screen because her arm just kind of randomly comes over this tile. But it's like on her legs and stuff. I don't know. Little things. Now this one's interesting as well. Just because it's just mainly just glasses. They're just these glass cups tipped over. It looks like there was supposed to have been water in them at some point. Kind of referencing the background photo as well. But another relatively easy setup. Now this shot, this location is awesome. There we go. This location is just gorgeous. It's got all the retro vibes that you would need. You got like the multicolor ceilings. You got all this like yellow. Also, I don't know why yellow feels like more of a vintage color, but it does. And like, this is super cool. At this point, normally I would say this must be a location, but I think this is also another set, to be honest with you, because I'm pretty sure those stairs don't actually go to anything. I think it's just a platform up here, but you can kind of see there's not really any like hallway over here that like if you were in a real train station you'd like continue going up the stairs up the side or whatever. But I mean, this is another one of those sets like I'm saying before, it's like they probably put this up in like a week. Honestly, like they're not trying to spend all that much time doing this, but like they did such a fantastic job. And it's more or less exactly what you think. You just kind of build different pillars, and they crushed it again with the bending of the wood up at the top here. And then they coated it. It looks like they pretty much coated everything in a plastic. I wouldn't be surprised if these tiles were actually vinyl stickers that you can put on. And that's actually a way that a lot of different surfaces will have that sort of texture on them, is they'll just put stickers up and it looks like their tiled wall or something. Because if they actually spent the time actually tiling everything, it would take forever. Tiling is not a quick process. But yeah, this set, oh man, I love this set actually. This set, like the more I'm looking at it, the more I like it. It's so cool. It's so clean and so awesome looking. Like dang. And not to be shown up, the very last set I want to talk to you guys about. Let's see. So here's another one that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I believe this one is half animated and half practical, because when they get closer, the background looks too real, and it would be relatively easy in order to make this a entirely animated thing where you just are on a green screen, but I think they went out of their way to actually physically make the wall. And now I don't know if you can kind of see my cursor here, but there's kind of a gradual line here where I believe this would be the top of the physical wall that they actually built. And then the same goes for over here. There's another line coming down this way. I'm sure they have a behind the scenes video where it would actually show if they are real or not, but I mean, this is so gorgeous. I mean, it's relatively a simple build. You kind of just put it on there, and I would personally use foam for this as well, like a harder foam, and then you cut it. You put it all onto the wall, and then you cut out the different layers, I guess, of like the rock that you'd be mimicking, and then they just colored it, you know, probably with a spray paint or like a spray painter, not like a spray can, but like a actual spray gun, and it just looks so good. I mean, look when they're closer. When you look at it closer, it looks so detailed. It looks too real. So if this is animated, I'd be actually pretty shocked, if we're gonna be honest. Like, it just looks so real. But yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's take a look real quick. Let's see if they show it in any of these. We're gonna mute this all. All right, cool news. Cool news. I was right. They actually did build this set. That's incredible. That's such a beautiful set. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you can tell from the green screens and stuff like that, this is not an actual train station. But oh man, that's a really cool set. Yep. There we go. I was right. There it is. That is what I'm talking about. I skipped forward into some of the other behind the scenes videos. I didn't want to sit here and actually watch like an hour's worth of behind the scenes. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. They have a big green screen right behind it, but I was pretty much right about the wall that they made in the background. So that's pretty dope. That's such a cool build. Like, the ingenuity of their art team is just outstanding. Just absolutely outstanding. So props to them. They really know how to make some pretty awesome videos, and I'm just stoked that you guys keep recommending them. So if you would, keep recommending stuff. Keep letting me know what you like, because the more you let me know what you like, the more I can make more videos, you know? And then if you guys would, please go ahead and give me a sub to the channel. It costs you nothing. It just costs you a click. That's about it. And it really helps me going forward in order to get to a point where I can actually make videos. And I'd like to make videos pretty much every single day. And we'll make tons of them. So I'll be releasing 2 videos every day, actually, is what I would do. So if you guys get a chance, go ahead, sub to the channel, and then follow all the links down below as well. All the social medias, keeping up to date with what I'm doing if you want. And other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I love you. Stay aggressively positive. Have a great week. And stay safe out there. Love you. Bye.